NartOutHere is showing new CSGO tricks and tips from the pros that include insane utility, boosts, and plays to help improve your game. Before I show you any cool tricks, I want to say I'm almost at 50k subs, so please help me by subscribing. It would mean so much to me. Without further ado, let's begin. Big clan make their way onto B site, and Modesty from the doorway is going to stop the default bomb plant with this wallbang. You're going to see here that he made sure that no one is peeking him before he goes and tries the wallbang. STYKO also has a wallbang lineup to stop the plant, where you're going to duck next to the shelf inside market and using the bottom of the advertisements as the reference, put your scope here and then left click to stop the plant. Do you want to get free coaching from CSGO pros for the first month?
Affirmative.
Well, thanks to today's sponsor, Gosu Academy, you can.
Yes, my friends, yes!
Gosu Academy is the CS school where you can join classes hosted by various pro players and coaches like Stamina and AVN. In these classes, you can submit your demos in the Discord to be reviewed and critiqued by the coaches, or join them in theory sessions on a map. On top of this, Gosu hosts his weekly scrims where you jump into a 5v5 with coaches on both teams, helping you during and after the game by providing valuable feedback to fix your mistakes and to improve your game with like-minded people in a good environment.
Our enemies tremble.
The entire course is usually $29 per month, but again, you could try this course for free using the code NART for the first 30 days, which is 12 classes. Now, what are you waiting for? Go on and rank up. Modesty is going to smoke jungle and flash A site with this lineup here, and this is the same lineup that I've shown Kadian using. So once he gets the lineup, he is going to crouch into the ramp area here and then jump throw, both the smoke and the flashes. If you want to see the full tactic, I'm going to link it down below in the description. Krimbo standing next to the trash can is going to throw two smokes. The first is the A-lurk smoke, and then the second smoke is going to be the window smoke. While standing for the A-lurk smoke, aim here, then jump throw. Afterwards, he follows up with the standard window smoke. This smoke blooms before the CT can get towards ramp, so they won't know if you're actually coming out ramp or not. If you're anchoring A, you need to add this smoke to your utility list. So you can see here Brollan behind Ticket, underhands a smoke over the top of Ticket, jumps on top of Ticket where he has a one-way for ramp, gets the frag, and then is able to fall back down safely. So this smoke works as a one-way, and you'll see that it's very hard to spot Brollan behind the cover of the smoke. If you want a more set way to throw this Ticket one-way smoke, you're going to stand behind missiles, aim here, then right-click throw. Then afterwards, get on top of Ticket where you have the one-way to peek towards ramp, which we see Brollan do here, gets a frag. Brollan smokes jungle and top con on T-pistol. He's going to stand here for the jungle smoke, puts his crosshair like this on the wood, then jump throw. Afterwards, he picks up the other smoke and backs up, where he's going to smoke top con. What's unique about these set of smokes is that it takes away the gap in between the jungle and top con smoke, as well as the CTs can't play around the top con smoke either. MPL helps mid by watching it from underpass and smokes it off to give him cover, and NIP will counter this with Aleksib flashing through the smoke and pushing it, as Hampus sprays the smoke to mask the flash and footstep. This play works out as Aleksib catches NPL looking the other way. Glaive from top stairs is going to stand behind this wall where he's going to flash his teammates to push through ramp. This flash will catch any tease that's playing from the roof. It blinds TeSeS, setting his teammates up for the frag. Dizzy on XQC's stream showed off a mid flash by standing at this bench, and you're going to put your crosshair, if you can see it, this dark mark here that I'm circling, you're going to put your crosshair on the mark and then left click throw. This flash will land on the window ledge and blind anyone in mid. You can actually use the same position and lineup for a one-way smoke. The smoke is going to land on the ledge, and you have a gap towards the left of window to peek mid, where you have a nice little one-way. Staehr has a dark one-way smoke standing next to the yellow, puts his crosshair like this, then right-click throw. Unfortunately, in this round, we're not going to see anyone from Team Falcons advance and entry up. And you can see here, Staehr has a gap to work with to peek towards the banana side. TeSeS is going to throw the back site defensive one-way smoke. He's going to duck align with the end of the board, puts his crosshair onto this handle here. Then when Astralis are executing, he is going to right-click throw. This smoke makes it look like it's a defensive smoke in the back site, not knowing that it's a one-way smoke, which you see TeSeS has here. And then you will see he uses this smoke as how most pros are using this smoke here, as a way to give you more room and cover to play around. It's a really good smoke because when tees come in and they see this smoke, they automatically think that you're towards back site, but they won't know that this is a one-way. And then here's a clip of blameF using the same smoke, same lineup, same position. He's going to right click the smoke as heroic come in. Unfortunately, the triple Molotov does cover this position, and blameF holds a little bit longer, gets the kill through the gap there, and then plays around the smoke. Keto with a really smart play by throwing a defensive smoke back site and playing first oranges. This smoke makes it look like he's playing back site, which NIP are tunnel vision on because they know Searson is towards A, so they don't bother clearing any corners after seeing this smoke, and Keto takes advantage of this, getting 2 frags. Aleksib is going to show you the best car top banana Molotov, so you're going to want to position by standing behind this wall, put your crosshair like this, then left click throw. You're going to see the spread of this Molotov covered behind half wall, as well as cover all of car. This is the best car Molotov. Heroic have a really unique way of pushing mid on their CT side that involves throwing the mid smoke from spawn, KD mollies towards second mid, which is used for a shusha smoke to land on top of, and this smoke allows them to safely push down middle without getting spotted from second mid. And before they actually go through their smoke, they're going to do the Young Ninjas double nade stack to take care of any tees there, as well as having Yabby flash T-stairs from banana. Very innovative way to push down mid, but unlucky for them, Brehze got on top of stairs to see over the smoke. If you want to see the full breakdown in POVs, I'm going to put the link below in the description, or go to my second YouTube channel, NadesOutHere, to see it. Brehze is going to throw mid control nades. First he throws the standard left side mid smoke, then he is going to throw the porch Molotov by ducking here, putting his crosshair like this, then walking forward while duck and jump throw. This is what the molly looks like had it not been extinguished. It covers the whole porch area, and here's the smoke. Electronic with top mid control nades. First he smokes off brackets, then he's going to stand here and he's going to molly porch by aiming there, walk forward and jump throw, and then follows up with a flash. Hex with a short Molotov lineup where he crouches between these chairs. He puts his crosshair like this, then stands up. Without moving his mouse, he's going to strafe in front of this wall, then jump throw. Afterwards, he's going to throw a flash over towards water, and his teammates will come out connector. If you're playing behind dice and you want to throw the one-way smoke as you're facing the AXQ, look what Staehr does. He crouches, underhands the smoke, flashes up, however it misses, and tries to get on top, however Wiz was holding for it. Sitting behind these stairs is one of the most overpowered angles on Overpass, because when tees come to clear it without mollying connector, they're going to get blindsided if they don't have the switch hand binds. As you see, as TeSeS comes around the corner, his AK is going to block off stairs, not allowing him to spot automatic. How do you go about fixing that? Well, you're going to want to use this bind here that switches hands. If you're trying to go out monster, you need to know this nade set from hallzerk. Position as shown. While standing, he's going to throw 2 flashes over monster, aiming here, then jump throw. Afterwards, hallzerk is going to follow it up with a mid-sight smoke, aiming to the left of this pole, then left click throw. hallzerk is also going to molly off short with the same execute stand next to this wall, left and right click throw while standing. Easiest A lurk smoke for banana, stand next to this wall, aim top of the K, then left click throw. The smoke will give you access to go up towards top banana, blocking off sight. Perfecto holds this off angle behind the rail inside water to watch short pipe and outside monster and gets 2 frags and falls back safely. Apex from long is going to smoke off left side dice where it blocks off bathroom as well as banana. He's going to aim here and then jump throw while standing. Vitality will pair this smoke up with a jump up smoke and a truck Molotov and a sight flash. Then they're going to take control of bank for the post plant. Verse Pro used to run this tactic for their T-pistol, which I've covered in the past, and I'm going to link it below. YEKINDAR smokes heaven by standing in the back right of this pillar, puts his crosshair on this X here, while standing left click throw. forsyy with a toilet smoke standing next to his trash can, aiming here at the bench, then left click throw. Then he jumps on top of this trash can here where he has a gap to work with to see front toilets. However, he's not going to spot anybody, and as you can see, it's very hard to spot him through this one-way smoke. Zorte gets boosted long with his op to peek towards A here, and he's going to kill the op holding from sign. What makes this boost super strong is the flowers blocking the vision of his head. Jerry is going to smoke out the CT's Molotov for stairs, and then afterwards his teammate Krad is going to throw this party Molotov where he stands to the right of the lawnmower, puts his crosshair like this, then without moving his mouse he's going to stand in front of the right doorway by the stairs here and then jump throw. Later into the round, Krad gets to party where he hides behind the table where he has full cover and then pops up at the perfect time, catching out the CT inside connector. Story is going to peek back up towards top mid and he's not going to be able to spot Krad, and Krad has a free frag onto him. Roman's going to be jump spotting long next to this pole here, and this position and jump spot is very good because you can get a lot of information from it, and you're going to see his teammate cover towards bathroom and mid here so he doesn't get pushed from the toilet side. And the reason why it's so good is because let's say mid round he still doesn't spot anybody, that gives him info to push up, which he does later into the round, helping secure the round as he flanks. In a different round, Roman does the same play, jump spotting long, doesn't see anybody, and his teammate mid falls back as force take mid control, so he holds this off angle which catches out Krad. Instead of jump spotting, we're going to see Apex do this jiggle peek here, left to right strafe, so this is also another way to get info towards long here, while he has his teammate Spinks watching mid. Roman smokes short, and he's going to do so by standing behind this wood pallet, putting his crosshair like this, then jump throw. Boris is going to smoke Tetris. He's going to stand and align with the end of this wall, puts his crosshair on the top of the line here, and then runs forward, and when he reaches the top of the vent of the window, jump throw. What this smoke does is that it blocks off view for the CTs that are in sight or from heaven to spot the vent drop. Degster is going to go for an aggressive hut op peek, and before he does that, Flames from heaven is going to throw this molly that lands behind the door to make it look like hut is Molotov off. This sound cue hopefully makes the T's think that hut is Molotov off, so no CT can push through, so they don't have to keep an eye on hut. However, that's not going to be the case here, as you see the Molotov does not spread towards Degster and he won't take any damage from it. Hunter is going to throw the same fake hut Molotov, and how G2 are going to use this Molotov is they're going to lobby crunch from hut as well as from ramp. From spawn 1, you can throw an instant canal smoke while standing. You aim here, then jump throw. This smoke is going to land in the middle of canals, blocking off this right doorway, allowing you to push out without being spotted from the T's. The one thing you have to note is that the T's can peek towards the other canals arch here, which is not fully covered by the smoke. So yes, the smoke will block off the canals closer towards the stairs for the initial peek, but the T's can peek around it towards the other canals. If you're backside behind the middle of the pillar and you want to smoke off B main safely, just throw it off this brick here. Saw is going to throw the same canal smoke, which we see Story do here from the same spawn, and they're going to do the same thing here. They're going to flash out connector, and then they're going to peek and catch the T pushing through the smoke, punishing him. Major at the start of the round is going to smoke upper rug, duck next to this tree, put your crosshair like this, then stand up and left click throw. This smoke will give cover for his teammates to come out A main and blocks off any T's up in the upper area. If you start the round towards middle inside house, you could throw this nade off the wall here that can do massive damage onto the T's, which we see here. Xbro is going to flash his teammate out B main, standing behind this wall, puts his crosshair like this, then jump throw. The flash sets up his teammate to get the frag onto the Opera here, who gets flashed for half a second. Check out this boost from back sight of B from Lin Vision. They're double stacked onto each other, peeking towards B main, and the T from Eruption is going to peek into them into a double peek. While this was happening, they had their Opera watch connector. Connector retake smoke, stand in this corner, put your crosshair like this, then left click throw. Be careful when using this smoke because you're out in the open. Here's a nice nade that you could throw towards A main. First off, you're going to molly it, and then you're going to wait here. So when the molly ends, you're going to follow up with a nade. So the purpose of this is in case of any T's holding behind the molly, which the nade does decent damage onto that player. One way to take connector control early into the round is to throw this smoke that we've seen FaZe Rops use. So you're going to pair this smoke up with this Molotov coming downstairs, And what this does is this mollies anyone inside connector, and then this smoke blocks off the vision from B site. Box from Ruins is going to smoke left B site and flash B site. He is going to stand in position as shown like this on the line here. And then I'm not sure how he uses this lineup to throw the smoke. I think he uses the really long lines for the crosshair. So I'm just going to leave it as shown here for you to see. And then afterwards he's going to jump throw. And then he's going to follow up with this B site flash. Smoke mid-temple from this position here. You're going to stand and get stuck. Then put your crosshair between these two things here where there's a gap. Then walk 2 steps forward and jump throw. I got this smoke from Story on Team Saw. House smoke from Ruins, you're going to position like this. And then while standing, put your crosshair as shown. Then jump throw. Previously, I showed Pain throwing the temple smoke from this position here, however it landed on the ledge. Here's the correct way using the tip of the smoke, then jump throw while standing. Temple smoke from outside connector, you're going to stand next to this wall, put your crosshair like this on the line, then jump throw. Careful with using this smoke as it extends out a bit as shown here. Don't forget to like and comment the video, and please smash that subscribe button so you don't miss out on all the cool tricks that I'm putting out in the future. It would mean so much to me since I'm almost at the big 50K. Till next time, NartOutHere, peace.